The final installment of the Go South Sports Series here on SportsTownChicago.com, where we in a league of our own. The reason for this trip was so that we up in Chicago could see the likes of Edwardsville. Kyle, before we talk to the girls, we're excited for this game tonight. Big rivalry against Belleville East. Let's talk about it.
Definitely a big rivalry. It's a conference matchup. Not only that, you've got two teams who both made it very far last year in the state tournament. And it's just great competition down here. You don't get to see that competition up north that you get to see down here with the smaller schools, even though this school is phenomenally
Yeah, they have over
huge.
2,000. Two of the top players, two of the seniors, two of the captains on the team. We have Lexi and Sam. Now, Sam, we'll start with you just because you're holding the mic first. I want to start with this question. We had the chance to see you in the off-season play for club volleyball. How has that transition shaped this year in particular? Because, again, we got to see you last year. We saw a step up in the club level. How have you taken that step from the club back here to the regular season?
Definitely being able to practice every day and be with these girls that are all amazing. They all push you to get better, and you really only move forward in playing and then molding together. So, I mean, it's making the step and the change, it's just only made everybody better, I think.
Number 4 in the lower region right now of lower schools. What's it like to have that notoriety right now to be one of the top teams in the state again this year?
It's great. You know, we've been training all year for this, and we're really excited to go into postseason.
Ladies, let's start with this. Two of the seniors on the team. What's it like? Last year you had some good senior leadership. Maddie Croft, just a dynamic player, dynamite player. What did you learn from her to help you out, and then what you're passing along to the underclassmen?
Well, we have really big shoes to fill. They really made an impact on everyone, like me, myself, and I know they made an impact on every other senior and every other girl who was involved last year.
That front line is so dynamic right now for Edwardsville. How do you three communicate? How do you expect your sets to come at you? How is it successful up there?
Well, right now I share that with Maddie Worth, who is right the right side too, and just Lexi does a really good job, even offsets and everything, to get it to the person who's setting and everything.
You don't play club, but you do. What's it like when you get back into the high school ranks? What's it like having to mold yourself back into that, knowing that you have a faster-paced game in club and then going back to high school?
I don't think it's hard. I think it's especially because not all of us play on the same club team, so we kind of have to adapt to each other after not playing for months together. But it's not hard, and we get back into it pretty quick.
Now, Tori, last week you had the Volley for the Cure game. You raised a lot of money for breast cancer awareness. We at Sports Town Chicago host our yearly All-Star game, which also is the same beneficiary. What's it like to have a game like that and have such a huge response? There's newspaper articles about it, tons of people showing up for the game. Talk us through that.
It's so exciting. We talk about it for weeks before. We all came in after school and decorated. And this year we had awesome decorations. And I think it just made everyone feel so much more into it. And we had a lot of fans, so it was really easy to get pumped up and play for the good cause.
All right, for SportsTownChicago.com, conclusion there of the interviews. It's going to be game time next, as you can only find it here on SportsTownChicago.com. Go South Sports Series. We're in a league of our SportsTownChicago.com post-game wrap-up brought to you by the Illinois Center for Broadcasting on the Go South Sports Series. Dr. Pete alongside Kyle Griffin and our VolleyBoom.com trendsetter of the match, Sam Epinesa. Sam, first time we've seen you this season. The kills just keep getting tougher and tougher. Let me ask you this, though. They had your number for a while there. The defense really was able to adjust. The libero play for the Lancers really was able to catch things early on. What adjustments did you make?
They were rotating around on their defense, and that libero was being really scrappy. But one of the things is the defense behind me, like Aubrey, who stands behind me on left back, she started calling like a different shot, and because I guess she started noticing something I couldn't see off the blocker's hands, and I started swinging for wherever she was telling me, and it was working for us. So
alongside Kyle Griffin and Coach Parker, again, the SportsOnChicago.com Go South Sports Series wrap-up show.
Yeah, the one thing that we notice is that when the team gets down, it's not for very long, and you give up 1 point, and then you come right back and you go on a streak of 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's it. And then the team never gets down on themselves, and the communication is just phenomenal between the girls. How did you get that to come out of these girls?
You know, we do a lot of little things here in the gym as a team. We do a lot of team bonders. We have a buddy system that starts from the time the kids are freshmen all the way to seniors, where they're automatically freshmen are linked with senior buddies, just to make sure that the kids are flowing together, not just as a varsity or a JV or a freshman squad, but as a full team, and that all the kids feel part of this team and welcome. And as far as on the floor, I think some of that carries on to the floor. They enjoy each other. They thoroughly enjoy each other. If you look in the hallways, you're always going to see the volleyball players hanging out up and down the hallways together, walking around. When it gets onto the floor, I have a great group of veteran leaders. Some of these kids have been starting for 4 years for me now. Last year I graduated 2 players. The year before I only graduated 1. Sam and Lexi and Tori have all been starting for 4 years, and some of these others have been starting for 3. And I think that the leadership on the floor and the experience just shows, and they're great role models for my younger players, my sophomores that are up there with them. So hopefully that carries through from year to year through our program.
For SportsTownChicago.com, the conclusion of the Go South Sports Series, Griff. It's been a long week. It's been a fun week, ending here with our game of the week here at Edwardsville. The Luco Jackson Gym Tigers defeat the Lancers 25-12 in 2 straight sets. We can go back to some regularly scheduled programming now. Thank you for being with us here all week on SportsTownChicago.com, the Go South Sports Series, where we're in a league of our own.